Good evening, everyone.
Oh
Welcome to Wacky Wednesday.
no!
One of this wacky. I don't know about. It serves you right. Yeah, but
Oh, got an ad. 30
I-
seconds.
I've got an ad as well.
One of two.
Yeah, Martha says one of two, but yeah, somebody's already a bit on the old side, and it ain't me.
I'm alive already.
Yes, we know.
On the OBS.
It's all right, we'll never eat last on it now, because it don't go live for about a year.
What? 12 minute, you've got the same 12-minute ad as what I've got. 360. 12-minute ad.
Oh well.
I'm gonna press skip.
You better not.
I'm pressing skip.
Skip at your peril, dear.
All right then. Laurie! Hello, Laurie!
Hiya, Laurie. How are you?
Press skip at Laurie. Skip. Hello, Doctor.
Hiya, Dr. Smith. How are you? It's all right. We're just having a laugh because Chris actually went live earlier on, and he got a 12-minute ad, and now I've gone live, and he's getting the exact same ad that he had earlier on. But hey ho.
12 minutes. What's minutes?
So yeah, so it
My night.
you know, it probably earned me about 10p, something like that.
It's a free 10 pence.
Well, that's it. It's better than a poking eye with a mucky stick, as we say.
Americans terms cents.
So yeah, so yeah. I mean, the thing is, I had to watch ads when Chris went live earlier on.
Yeah, but you didn't have a 12-minute bloody ad, did you?
Well, that's not my fault, dear.
It is.
It's all right. We're not having a domestic.
Domestic on YouTube.
So you know, it's you. Is Kate back in now?
No.
Laurie's put hi, Kate.
No, she's not in yet, Kate.
Yeah, she always comes in, so she's first in, Laurie. But
about 2 hours later, when the street's finished, she'll come in.
yeah, but you know, I mean, we make a point of if Chris goes live, which is very often, or when I'm watching his vlogs or whatever. Well, I like our reports. Guess who's in the arse? And it's his name, so we know who's in arse. But yeah, you know, we always make a point of, you know, when I watch Chris's vlogs, I always watched in, you know, the ads and whatever. You know, it's a case of you scratch my back and I'll scratch yours. But we're a Wally.
That's supposed to be S.
Oh.
I'll type it too quick.
Oh.
I'm on my big computer today.
Well, don't type so quick next time then. We on the advertisement. It's Get Bamboo Fresh.
Well, you were on your second ad.
Bamboo towels. So I didn't know there were such a thing. Hiya, Amjad. So yes, bamboo towels now. It dries in minutes and it's good to go again. So just giving you a bit of a. Hiya, Johnny. So yes, I'm just getting a bit of bio about the advertisement that I'm watching. Bamboo towels. So there you go. They stay durable and can be used over and over. There you go.
Well, I've got woman swinging Insta360 around in here.
I thought you were going to say something else. Oh, Oh dear.
PG rated this show.
Yeah, but anyway.
Yeah, 20 seconds behind everywhere, Callum.
But I got towels 10 years old, weren't perfect. Oh dear.
We got towels about 20-year-old, I think.
Oh, we have.
Yeah.
We've got some that we had bought for a wedding present that are still going strong.
You're not getting them in all bargains now.
We went from home bargains. Matalan, I think. Oh well. Anyway, but so yeah. So I just thought I'd give you a bit of information about the advert that I was watching. So makes towels out of bamboo. Seems a bit strange to me, if you know.
What? Bamboo what?
Callum keeps having a little. Who's excited for my 18th? And I think there's only one person excited about it. You see, even me and Chris think, we know what each other's thinking now. So, but isn't it a bit spooky though that we know what each other's thinking?
I can finish your sentence up there,
Yeah, right. Twice over and a bit more.
No, just twice over. 42 me.
Yeah, right.
End your dreams, more like. I can't
Yeah.
believe that after a lockdown tomorrow. Hey, I think I am. Steve's excited.
Oh, God. Oh, dear. And
Steve want to see me live stream that wasn't.
Who's excited for 8th birthday if Chris is 21? Oh,
hey!
Yeah. Hi, Ian, by the way. It's all right. You can't tell that Callum's excited for his birthday, can you? Yes. He's 18 on Sunday. So, yes.
Live on my channel, Ian. I was live today as well.
Yeah.
And live when I shouldn't have been live as well.
Yeah. if you shut up a minute, mister.
No.
Yeah. So right. Chris decided to test OBS and everything out earlier on, so we went live. And it will be going live on Sunday.
Boom. So in case she jumped under the bed sheet, she's scared of a fall.
Yeah. Well, hey, I tell you something, Ian. Our Tucker, which is the ginger cat, is under television.
Bless him.
Oh, Ian says they were in both your lives.
Oh. It was hiding in the background.
So yeah, we've got fireworks going off. I think Benny, he's took to hiding in Bath, and bless, and Tucker's that thing is under there where it's skyboxes and hey,
He's passed on.
He ain't.
Or he were.
Well, he ain't now.
Probably me, shouting.
So yeah, he sort of hid under there out at way. But we've had these fireworks, oh God, for weeks now. So, it's and sometimes like 3-4 o'clock in the morning and all. So I don't know. He is scared at fireworks, bless him. But good thing about it is they've got sense to stay in, and I'd sooner them be in here rather than being out there, and being scared witless you know, outdoors, at least the indoors, and, you know, where we know that they're safe, you know what I mean? So, yeah, we've had them all times at day, haven't we, Callum? During day, you know, I mean, they're going off now, you know, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. I mean, who sets fireworks off at 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning? So it's wonder you can't hear them going off now. You know, we've sort of...
Ned Brom? What's the Ned Brom?
Yeah. I think what Chris has tried to say is Benny were on Callum's knee in his bedroom earlier on. So, I mean, Benny's sort of not, you know, he's sort of one of these that, you know, takes everything with a pinch of salt, but... you know, I think even Benny is realising, you know, they're going off all over the place, etc. And oh,
No, coffee time.
Ian says, well, I'm waiting for my test, but I had to post it today, so I had to go out and someone set one off. Oh. So,
one test that comes back negative.
Hey?
So if it's one test that comes back negative,
Yeah.
that test that is having.
Yeah. Fingers crossed. Yeah. Just keeping them crossed for you, Ian. But
How's the rest of St. Denise? Oh dear.
But yeah, it's you know, it's our estate is, it's like nearly every household has got pets, either cats or dogs. Now you'd think they'd have some. Oh, okie dokie then, Ian. I'll be keeping everything crossed for you.
Yeah, me too.
You know, it's sort of near enough. Every other household has got pets. Now you'd think they'd be considerate. I know, you know, in this situation, they can't go out to firework displays and everything, but you know, going off at all hours, you know what I mean? It's, you know, there's considerate and then there's inconsiderate, and you know, our class is inconsiderate when they start in about 6 o'clock and then they're still going off 12, 1 o'clock and sometimes 3 o'clock. He says, if I cough, run like feck.
Oh,
So,
I can see you there. Finally.
See you.
You're on screen.
I wondered what it were on about then. What's he on about? You mean the adverts has finally finished?
Yeah, finally.
But yeah, I agree, Callum. It is very annoying. You know, it's but it's that time of year, isn't it? You know, we've got it all to come, sort of run up to Christmas, etc., New Year's Eve. You know, best thing, you know, only thing we can do is make sure his pets are safe. You know, it's not just dogs that are scared of the fireworks. I mean, cats are scared too. So, you know, it's a case of you keep them safe, you know, and make sure no harm comes to them. You know what I mean? I mean, it's wonder you can't hear them going off. It is. It's going to be very different.
It'll be different every year.
So, yeah. I mean, we had planned on having a big party for Callum, but you know, I mean, that went down pan sort of March, April time. So, you know, just got to make the most of it, and sort of hope he enjoys it. You know what I mean? You know, I mean, we haven't had a holiday as such this year. Only a couple of days away. I'm glad we went when we did, because, you know, oh, we are in mass lockdown in Liverpool for testing. Army is here on Friday. Oh dear.
Oh dear.
But
yeah, said road up, mate.
our Callum says they thought it was going to be over by September. 3,000 army coming in to do mass testing. Oh dear.
Knocking on people's doors.
But yeah, it's a case of you know, they have to do what they've got to do. You know what I mean? In wasted areas, you know what I mean? But yeah, certainly I'm hoping college is going to be fine tomorrow, because I go back on the first day of national lockdown. Yeah. Oh, only city to have it done. I'm a lady. How are you?
Hello, my lady.
So yeah, you know, I mean, I think everybody's sort of getting used to how things are, and you know, it's gonna you know, it's gonna be different Christmas. You know, you're not gonna be able to have your friends or family around. I mean, it's like Chris's mum and dad come today, but his dad didn't even get out at car, and his mum only sort of knocked on the door with Callum's presents. It does keep buffering a bit here, Callum, so just a bit, bear with it. It's very laggy this tonight. It's probably weather, or I don't know. It does. I keep sort of getting circle, you know what I mean? But it sort of lasts for probably every man and his dog on the net. Could be. But I have he says you've got to have friends in first place, so I'm okay. But yeah, I had a text message come yesterday saying my B12 were due, so I rung up about it. So we, you know, killing 3 birds with 1 stone. So I'm going for my B12 next Friday. I'm having my flu jab, and Chris is having his flu jab while we all because he takes me up to doctors anyway. So I says, well, while you know, rather than sort of keep going backwards and forwards, I says, you know, can he have his flu jab as well? So she says, yeah, of course he can. You know, it's Callum, was the toffee apple good? Nobody's had any, only Callum. So he ate the toffee, but he left the apple. As you do, you know, he ate the toffee from off it, and then put the apple in the bin. Yeah, he says I didn't like it because he reckons the apple, it had made the apple soggy. Well, in his words, it had made the apple soggy, but I think it was just an excuse just to eat toffee and leave apple. Hurts your teeth.
All of the stadium looks like that's oh dear. What? Taking pictures of Wendy's ground? I know it's
Oh. Well, it'll still be there in, you know, whenever, you know what I mean. Even Callum's put you on about SWFC DJing. Yeah. Or as we kindly or politely put it, Swillsborough.
Pittsburgh.
Oh, back stupid PC. Need to get other one working again.
Who's that? Steve?
Johnny.
Oh, Johnny.
So, but it seems like ever since you did that Windows 10 update, you know what I mean?
That's making a lot of computers.
Yeah. Yeah. It'll still be there, Ian. We'll get there soon, you know.
They could set off from our house and try it.
We'll get there eventually. So yeah. But yeah, same as Chris says, he's heard a lot of people saying that when they've done a Windows 10 update, it's you know, well, I weren't going to say that word, but you know, it's cocked it up basically. So
I got your giveaway here. Sorry,
it is annoying. It is annoying. You know, I mean, it's like you know, we had all these plans, you know, us and Bella and Baz and you and Sophie, we were going to get a cottage and, you know, and all this and everything's sort of gone down pad. You know what I mean? It's, you know, but definitely when it's all over, we'll have like a mini rave, all how many honours is there? About 8. Yeah, so you know, if things sort of get back to normal next year sometime, we'll definitely do it. But the thing is, Ian, you know what I mean? And I said to Chris, I don't, how can I put it? I understand, you know, you're looking after your family, you know, your job comes first. And I've always said that. You know what I mean? You do what you've got to do. You know what I mean? You're not sort of one of these that sit on your laurels and don't do nothing. You know what I mean? You get out there, you know, you're actively looking for work and whatever. And you know what I mean? It's, you know what I mean?
It's the first time I've been here since the last lockdown.
Yeah. But, you know, I mean, you know, you can ask Chris. I've always said at the end of the day, you know, I know you're there for us, but at the end of the day, your job and your family comes first. And I've always said that to Chris. I like to get in people's live streams when I can. Now, it's not always possible. You know what I mean? But I like to show my support and go in, even if it's just to say hello. You know, it's me showing my support for them that support me, if that makes sense. So but yeah, I mean that's the unfortunate side of it, Ian. You know what I mean? You know, if somebody that you've come into contact with has tested positive, it doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to test positive, but it's best to err on side of caution, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? Because of this like track and trace thing, but obviously you've come into contact with somebody that's got it. So, you know, it's only, you know, erring on side of caution. But yeah, it's as I keep saying, it's the new normal. at the moment. You know what I mean? It's the new normal, you know. I mean, as from like midnight tonight, the whole country's in lockdown again. Yeah, yeah. I know exactly what you're saying, Ian. Yeah. But you know, it's I Gordo. So yeah, I mean, it's like I don't post a deal on Facebook. I mean, only thing I do is share me live streams. I don't sort of like to put personal things out there for the same reason as you. Gordo says my bins go out more than I do. Well, it's same here. I mean, Chris turns round to me. I mean, I am been out. And what last time I went out? Well, last time I had my B12 injection.
Yeah.
And that was 12 weeks ago. And Chris says, I don't know how you can not go out. He says it'd drive me nuts. You know, it drive me nuts not being able to go out. And I says to Chris, but you've got to understand it from my health point of view. You know, first time I go out, and I'd probably come into contact with somebody that's got it. So I'd sooner stay indoors where I know I'm safe, call it what you like in my own little cocoon or whatever. You know what I mean? I'd sooner, you know, I've got enough health. I've seen that. Ian says I was joining Michael Barrymore at his pool party last night. Oh, okie dokie then, Amjad. Thanks for coming in, and I'll see you on Friday. But yeah, you know, and sort of Chris don't, because he's like different. He's like different to me. He wants to get out and about, and you know, and you know, I'd sooner stay at home where I know I'm safe. You know, but it's you know, Callum's sort of online all this week with his college. Now it's when he starts going back. But you see, this is what I can't understand. If we're going into a second national lockdown, why aren't they shutting universities, colleges, and schools again?
Lucy, get up.
That's how life is treating us. Michael sends invite, and I'm taking it. But yeah. So next Friday is when I'm going to doctors for my flu jab and my B12. That would be first time since last time I went. They want him to do the panto Cinderella, but apparently he's already done Aladdin. Ha ha ha. Oh well, that's thank God for small mercies, eh, my lady. She says her son's been in the same house as his partner, who's had it and didn't get it.
Oh, cool.
So that is good news anyway. So, but I think with Ian, I think they're sort of just erring on the side of caution with Ian, because somebody who he works with has contracted it. So it's same way, you know, this track and trace, you know, just to be on safe side, he's had to self-isolate and he's done a test. But I mean, touch wood and keep everything crossed, you know, you'll be all right, Ian. Oh, Yeah, well, I mean, it's like the sort of breed that Ronnie is. He needs a good walk, if you know what I mean. So, but the thing is, Johnny, I mean, it's been said tons of times before. They put in the economy before the health and well-being of the people.
We already do that.
Yeah, you're not telling us no. We don't already know, Gordo.
Oh dear.
But yeah, you know what I mean. It's I don't know. It's you know, it's just one of them things. But the thing is, yeah, I mean, universities. There's four universities that they've had to put on lockdown and treat them like prisoners. So it's obvious where, you know, where most of the cases are springing from. Let's just say. But yeah, you know, it's you know, it's but when you think about it, they're saying right that you can't. My son has sent home lots of pupils today. Exactly, Gordo. But the thing is, it's like Callum's college or universities. There's thousands and thousands of people walking through them doors. Now, we can't meet anybody out, well, from midnight tonight. You can go out for your exercise, and there's been a rule of 6. Now, you think of thousands of people that go in through them university and college doors. So where does rule of 6 come in there? It don't. But you know, it's while ever they keep in universities and colleges, and you see, this is the thing that I keep saying. When all the schools and colleges and universities were closed, the cases dropped. Now, because they've opened them again, it's running rampant again. But we know what Callum's saying. It's not just kids, but it's in certain situations like university, college. There's thousands of people walking through them doors. Cheeky get. I see what Gordo's put. He says that's not nice talking about your mum, lol, Callum vlogs. You're only as young as the man you feel, and he's not quite 49 yet. Yeah, exactly. Classrooms are warm and humid breeding ground. Exactly. And it's the same with universities and college, and I'll never, you know, he walked right into that one. You know what I mean? The college or university or whatever can't screen every single person that's going through them doors. So somebody might walk through them doors tomorrow that have got coronavirus that don't know about it, because it's like an incubation period. You know what I mean? And then what happens if somebody in that said surroundings does test positive, and they've got to track and trace everybody that they've come into contact with?
Callum don't get what I'm saying. He said. The classrooms are warm and humid breeding grounds. Says Callum, put your pants on.
Oh dear. He's going his knickers in a twist now.
I've only bloody hell not. I mean, he's had a dad.
But yeah, you know, I mean, this is the thing as well, right? And there was a place not far from where we live, and apparently at the weekend they had this massive rave in an abandoned warehouse. Now, how stupid is that? And there were pictures on the internet about it. None of them wearing masks, all in a huddle, and you know what I mean. This is what we're on about, Callum. And it's a similar name to what our son's name is, but Chris knows what I'm on about.
No.
In Bristol. No, here in Sheffield. And Chris knows what I'm talking when I say it's a similar name to our son's name. Beginning with a K. Oh dear. It was in Yate, the bloke. Oh, got fined 10k. But no, this is sorta in Sheffield, Gordo. My son teaches 4 different years and they all affected age groups. But this is it. But yeah, this was sort of on the local sort of news thing that, yeah, it's not, you know, a million miles from here. In fact, it's just down road, but it is a hot spot. Oh, he's actually ventured out, look. Yes, it's see if Callum knows what it's what area I'm talking about. And it were in Sheffield, and they had this massive rave in a disused warehouse. So without coming out and saying it, you know, I don't want to come out and say it and then get sort of, yeah, in trouble or abuse for it. Hey, up tux. So, I say, yeah, I'm trying to whisper to Chris and he's still not. Yeah. Well, Callum gets it. Oh dear. But yeah, it were in Sheffield and it were a big rave in this warehouse. So, you know, wonder how many of them's tested positive for it, you know what I mean?
Come on down, son.
Why? Oh dear. All right, let me just get a pen. Sorry if I'm making you dizzy.
What you want?
Pass your dad this piece of paper.
Pass me that paper.
You know what I mean.
You know.
But anyway, yeah. Did you suss out what we're on about? Yeah.
Who's that then?
That's where it is. I didn't put full.
Oh, I thought you meant his name.
No, it's the place where it.
Oh, I know what you mean now.
Yeah.
I'm thinking, who do we know that's like that?
Oh dear me. You know, he's a bit
delivery from a side angle.
Hello. Oh dear, the penny's finally dropped. But I didn't want to say the exact place because I might get into trouble for it. Or, you know, but
What, was it in the city?
No, it was actually in a disused warehouse in that place. So if I but yeah, I mean, you imagine how inconsiderate and how irresponsible that is. Today, there must have been thousands there. You know what I mean? I think it's all right to hold a rave. I mean, raves were sort of last century, if you know what I mean. You know, with neon sticks and whistles.
I bet it's like roughly my age or
I don't know, Callum. I got a notification. I don't know whether they got fined or whatever.
They probably got fined because they're idiots.
But yeah.
Oh, they're idiots then.
But yeah, it you know, it just goes to show, you know, how inconsiderate some people. Johnny says shoot on sight. But you know, I mean, it's like, who has the right rave nowadays? You know, instead of, you know, the rave that we sort of talking about. You know, they all
probably not a rave you're thinking of, Mum.
Yeah, but I mean, it's like, how can I put it? They think it's all right to hold them sort of gatherings. You know what I mean? You know,
they're just idiots, aren't they?
But I could waffle on about it.
Yeah.
I'm laughing at Gordo. Big box, little box.
Big fish, little fish, cardboard box.
Yeah, that's the one. Big fish, little fish, cardboard box. Even Callum knows, and he's too young to.
No, I was brought up in them days. What, that's all? Yeah.
But you know, I mean, I can hold my hands up and I can say, without a doubt, I've never been to a rave, so just showing me age now. I can't see the draw of it myself, you know what I mean? So yeah, you know, I mean, it's not something that's sort of, you know, I've been drawn to, you know what I mean? You know, I'm happy just to listen to my CDs and, you know, odd disco here and there with old tunes and, you know, Johnny went for a wave.
You know, don't be wave.
Guess who's got a Canon 55? Oh God, don't tell me. Yeah.
Nobody wants to know.
You see, my penny dropped straight away. It's only Chris that's slow on uptake. But you know, it's like, yeah, right. I'll put you right. But
Get off me.
You know, there's us responsible adults and everything, doing everything we can to keep everybody safe. You know what I mean? And
yeah,
it's.
but I bet some parents let them out.
Oh dear.
I bet some parents let them out late at night.
But you know, it's us older people are quite satisfied, you know, with slippers and his pipe, or as, you know, sitting watching Google Box or listening to some classic tunes.
Classic tunes.
Yeah. But you see Callum's reaction when we listening to sort of like Motown and 90s and 80s, and it, oh, what you listening to this crap for? You know what I mean? Hey, that was best era in music, if you ask me. So
80s music is so good.
Oh God.
What?
It says classic tune, Kylie and Jason. Yeah, right.
Hang on.
I'm on about Adamant and Rick Ashley and
Rick Astley.
well,
Rick
I'm
Astley?
just off top of my head. I'm just sort of.
He's a bean.
I mean, at least when we were younger, you could tell what they were saying. I mean, you can't nowadays.
Oh yeah, you can't nowadays.
No,
yeah.
you can't. You can't understand a word that they're saying.
Yeah, because you don't listen to it. What?
My lady says dancing round our handbags at the Pally. Oh God, I've done that many a time. And there's a pile of handbags in the middle of the floor. Duran, yeah. You know, Paul Newman and you know, all that sort of era and but yeah,
That's
it's
kind of lesson.
you know, it's sort of. And then sort of they were Boyzone and what were it, Boys to Men, and they were original boy band and One Direction and
One Direction.
what was that one that Ronan Keating were in? Yeah,
Forget that. I'm drinking water.
weren't that Boyzone?
One Direction is still they're
Well,
still
I
up
don't
now,
know.
you know. One Direction. What's it, Mum?
Oh, my lady's letting all secrets out now.
What?
Snogging in a dark corner.
Oh my.
What's up with Paul Newman's ear? Nothing.
Uh,
We're on about old type of music, not the crap that they churn out nowadays.
Since when were One Direction an old band? Mum.
I said Gary Newman.
Mum. Since when were One Direction an old band?
Oh, well, I'm just saying. The original boy band were Boys to Men or whatever you call them, and then sort of Boyzone and Westlife, another one. That's yeah. What? Westlife. Yeah. Yeah. Classic tune, that Wacky.
Oh my God.
But you know, they don't make. I mean, I like me rock and roll and I like me Motown and.
You love romantic music.
It's not romantic. It's classic.
No, I said you would love romantic music.
Well, yeah.
Because you're
Chris,
a girl.
Your dad says original boy band were Beatles, but yeah, you know what I mean. They don't make them like they used to. At least with Beatles and whatnot, you could at least tell what they were singing.
What is technology's improved?
But you know, I mean, my choice, you know, Diana Ross and 3 Degrees, and you know, they just don't make them like they used to nowadays. And then they sort of started bringing these, like what I call faddy things, you know, oops upside your head, and you know, where you know you all got down on the floor, and you know, yeah, that is my all-time favorite, my lady, Motown. I absolutely love that, and sort of, you know, really old rock and roll, and you know, Elvis and things like that. You know what I mean? You know, really, you know. Okie dokie then, Callum. See you later, Callum. This is going to watch some YouTube vids. But yeah, reasons to be cheerful. That were hit me with your rhythm stick. Yeah, I forgot what his name is now. Serves you right. Oh, I forgot his name now. Tell me, Wakey, what his name were.
I can see him.
Yeah.
Not Adamant.
It says I've got 3 degrees. Ian Jury, that's the one. That's the one. And I knew. But yeah, you know what I mean. He were like a. Well, he had a couple. He had a couple of hits, but you know, there's a lot of people out. You know, they were one-hit wonders. You know what I mean. You know, but during the blockheads, yeah. Yeah. He says, looks like you're getting lucky tonight. Did you hear what Jeanette says when I says, hit me with your rhythm stick? I know where he's going at. Oh, dear. But yeah, you know, I mean, it's like even sort of 2 Unlimited, that was the start of the, you know, the, what do you call it, music, you know, the techno music, you know what I mean? Bananarama. Oh, yeah. But yeah, you know, and then there's Cause and Phil Collins, yeah. What band were it? Genesis. Each to their own, I say. You never know, Wakey might enjoy it. They were from Bristol. Oh. You know, it's oh, Wakey had a major crush on Siobhan. Just gonna wash the rolling pin. It's his 3rd drawdown, by the way. Massive Attack. Debbie Airy. Blondie, in other words. Blondie, in other words. Oh dear. That's why I'm not blonde. Oh dear. I was once upon a time, but hey, we'll not go there. But yeah, you know, I mean, it's you know, it's same with everything else. Times move on, and but you can't sort of. Wendy James, ooh. Oh dear. But we all coming out with crushes now. But you know, it's you know, we're talking, you know, J. Last Rock and old Beatles song, you know, they were but the thing is, such songs as them, they can't take it away from our generation, if you know what I mean. Oh, I love Rat Pack and big bands, though. She means Dee Martin and Sammy Davis Jr. and who's that other one? Frank Sinatra. But yeah, you know what I mean. It's like you can go on certain radio stations. Hiya, Tracy, how are you? We're talking about old style music, not absolute crap that they churn out nowadays. You know, you know, my favourites Motown and old style rock and roll, and you know what I mean, and Buddy Holly and hiya Tina, how are you? You know, and all the really classics. Which thank you very much, Tina. Thank you. But yeah, you know, they just don't make them like they used to. You know, and you give me a, you know, you see the tragedy. Oh, Gordon Bennett. That was Steps, weren't it? But it weren't Steps originally. It weren't Steps. That weren't it. Bee Gees Tragedy.
Can't remember.
Fun Boy 3. You see, you could tell Gordo's taste in music. It's all ska and you know, but that's where me and Chris differs. You see, he likes all rock classics. You know, Status Quo and what's them that were
Def Leppard.
Yeah, them that come from Sheffield is Def Leppard, and you know, he prefers that kind of music, whereas I prefer Motown and 3 Degrees and ABBA. Ooh, I love a man in a suit and tux. No Tragedy, that's your favourite is. No, it isn't. We've all got different tastes in music. Now, Gordo loves alt ska and whatever, that type of music. Chris likes rock, likes rock music. You know what I mean? My favourite music is Motown and proper rock and roll. You know what I mean? But it won't do for us all to be same and have same taste in music. But you know, it's you know, Chris has got his collection of, you know, what he enjoys, which is rock and everything. I've got mine, which is Motown, and oh, I tell you another one. Oh, I see. I told you, Gordo's into madness and all that.
Yeah, no madness.
Another favourite of mine was, okay then, Tina, thank you very much. You'll be 40. Another favourite of mine was Alison Moyet. So, you know, it's sort of a big jump from Motown and rock and roll. Alison Moyet, Eurythmics, and, you know, that sort of thing. Oh, Tracy's a reggae fan as well. There you go. But this is what I'm saying. Although we've all got a different taste in music, it don't take away from the fact that all these bands and whatever that you're mentioning are from way back, if you know what I mean. And at least we could tell what they were saying. Oh, Tracy likes Tom Jones. I mean, he's getting on a little bit. Oh, Gordo's got Eurythmics on vinyl. I tell you another one. What Chris wanted. I mean, it's going away from rock. What he likes. One of his favourites was Yazoo. You see, Wakey's got similar taste to you. Deep Purple, Led Zeppelin, Black Sabbath, Lynyrd Skynyrd, ABBA.
No, we ABBA.
ACD. Well, where does ABBA fit in all that lot? Eric clapped out. Oh dear. He's put a great list of all these heavy rock bands, and then he just slips ABBA in. Oh dear. Oh, has just started. Hang on to your knickers, Tracy. Nah, you know, I mean, this is the thing. There's a lot of people out there like Tom Jones, Engelbert, Humperdinck, you know what I mean? I can't see it draw myself, you know what I mean? And this is from a woman's point of view. Was looking at Gracelands by Paul Simon. That one I threw in to check you were reading it all. Well, got news for you, Wacky. Yes, I was. Oh, Pink Floyd. But yeah, you know, it's you know, I mean, how can I put it? I still like Motown. I still like old style rock and roll, but I do like a varied thing of music. You know, Alison Moyer, Eurythmics. You know, and my all-time favourite film is Dirty Dancing. Chris will tell you. I've watched it. I could, as soon as it comes on, I can relay it word for word. And I just love the music from that film. They are repressing them on every vinyl. But you see, I mean, when we were younger, it were all vinyl. And then there were a big uproar because they were stopping to do vinyl and they were going to put everything on CD and blah, blah. You know what I mean? But you can't be it. You know, you had 45s. I mean, I can remember 45, not 45s. They weren't an album, but it were a bigger, I forgot what they're called now. Anyway. So, but, you know, there were all this uproar that, you know, eventually, you know, we're going to be doing away with vinyl and, you know, replacing it by CDs and it's like we're going back in time now. We've done CD bit and now they're starting to do vinyl again. Oh, Bob Marley legend picture disc. So, but can you imagine, like some of the records, actually vinyl records from our day, if they weren't like mass produced like they are today, could be worth. When my ma left school, she worked in the corner shop at the bottom of the street. She nearly died when a young Cliff Richard called him for some spangles. She can't remember its flavour. Nobody puts Jeanette in a corner. Exactly. I mean, if I could do dance, my lady, I would do. But yeah, Chris will tell you, I could still watch it and sort of be just as excited watching it as I did first time, if you know what I mean. I have a Tracy Ullman picture. That's somebody that you never hear. I mean, it's like Sinead O'Connor. You never hear of her nowadays. And what's that? Who sang Kids in America?
Little kids in America. Oh.
I'll get demonetized. What's the name? She does that chocolate advert. Kim Wilde. That's Kim Wilde. Yeah. I thought of that one myself. Yeah. But yeah, that is one film that, because my crush was Patrick Swayze. Nah, you know, but it's something. I mean, like, we've all got that one film that we can watch over and over again. And Chris will tell you, if I see it on telly, it's going on. You know what I mean? Oh, Madonna. I mean, she's older than me now, isn't she? Madonna. Wakey says he's still got quite a few on vinyl. Gordo says, not with Pixies singing, you'll get complaints. But the thing is, and I'm showing my age now, so don't, what's it? I must have been to see Shawaddy Waddy about 10 times. So, make that whatever it is, I were addicted to going seeing Shawaddy Waddy. And I even got up on stage once, Will. And that's my claim to fame. I think it was Dave, lead singer, had me run across. This is when I could run across stage and jump into his arms. So there you go. But yeah, Shawaddy Waddy. There you go. Even Gordo says he used to love Shawaddy Waddy. But yeah, then you've got sort of Slade and Bay City Rollers and what Mud. I lose track of time, Wakey. I don't know. See, Chris is learning all his secrets out. He used to like Shaking Stevens.
No, wrong with him.
But yeah, I used to. I've lost count how many times I went to see Shawaddy Waddy. I used to think they were brilliant. Oh, Tiger Feet, yeah. Can you remember the album that looked like? Yeah, I can actually. But when I used to, you know what I mean. I don't know whether Gordo. When the drummer used to do a drum solo, it were absolutely out of this world. I've met them all in person. They opened the bingo hall. Oh, there you go. But yeah, they used to be, when we used to go and see them in concert, there was this one particular section where, they all used to go off stage. Oh, you think Shawaddy Waddy was bad? I've seen a worse group. Go on then. My lady says behind the green door, Chris.
Okay.
But yeah, when I went to see Shawaddy Waddy, they all went off stage. I don't know whether they went off to get changed, and they used to do this one spot where it were just drummer, and I'm not kidding you, he were an actual legend drummer, fantastic drummer. Saw Dave Berry play just up the road from Johnny Five. Bros. Yeah, but yeah, it's you see, this is what I like about it. We're all sort of a similar age group, and we can reminisce about old music, and none of this fangled stuff what they churn out. Not my finest moment. Oh dear. Well, you know what we say. I mean, Chris is he's admitted he likes Shaking Stevens, so it takes a real man to admit, what. Were you? Oh dear. Oh, Bobby V. Oh, yeah. But another admission I will make as well is Callum. Wakey, I probably the youngest here, apart from Callum's gone. He will going to watch YouTube. Yeah, it's all right. We talk. Johnny says I'm probably the youngest here, apart from Callum, and I says Callum's not here, but I will admit I was a Bay City Rollers fan, and I had all tartan stuff, tartan stripe down my trousers and scarves, and So I will admit I was a Bay City Rollers fan, and when I had turn-ups on, and tartan stripe down my trousers, and scarf round my wrist, and so we're making admissions here. I was a Bay City Rollers fan. I could tell you what my first single were, Wakey, and it were Queen, Bohemian Rhapsody. So that was the very first single I ever bought, and it were Bohemian Rhapsody by Queen. So yeah, I know mine. One of my favourite albums is Peter. Oh, he's fantastic and all. I'm laughing at what Wakey's but Hiya, Dennis. It's all right. We're talking about is sort of. I've just admitted I'm a Bay City Rollers fan, and I've been to see Shwaddy Waddy about 10, 15 times.
Mine was Queen Will Rock You.
Yeah. What?
Well, first song that I listened to.
Oh no, we're not on about first singles that we bought.
Oh.
I had stripes down my trousers once. I can't sort it out. Oh, Ghost Town specials.
I can't remember what mine were.
Right, see, I'm older than you, and I can remember my very. Oh, that's me light gone on the floor somewhere. Oh, look at that! My ladies were. It's not unusual. Tom Jones, 1969. But yeah, my first one were Queen, Bohemian Rhapsody. Oh, Wake is that admitting to it? His first one were ABBA. Take a chance on me. Oh, yeah. Ooh, yeah. What were it? What was that frog one that they bought out?
Oh.
Crazy Frog. That were it.
Frog.
Gordo says his first 12-inch single was Relax. Frankie Goes to Hollywood.
12-6.
Oh, no.
But Tracy's were Bros. So from Woolworths. Oh, Gordon Bennett. That's a blast from the past as well. Yeah, Beverly Hills Cop. That's the one. But then Crazy Frog bought it out, didn't they? You see, this is the thing. Dennis is not as old as what we are, so
11.
he's bringing it more up to date, and we're talking about sort of. I've been to see Shwaddy Waddy about 10, 15 times, and they were Maud and they were Slade, and
what's everybody's first song they listened to?
Crazy Frog ruined it. You're telling me it still gets on my nerves to this day.
Did we have it on a ringtone?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Tracy's were I Owe You Nothing by Bros. There you go.
What's everybody's first song they listened to?
Oh, well, Wakey's being all technical now. It says technically the first one I ever bought was The Young New Mexican Puppeteer, but it was a present for his dad.
Yeah, tell us out.
What's everybody's first song to listen to?
But I can't remember that. I've listened to thousands since then. But yeah, you know, I mean, the Shawaddy Waddy is the only group that I've actually seen. You know, but yeah, I was a Bay City roller. But yeah, you know, I mean, them were the days, you know, they don't, you know, I love talking about sort of, you know, days gone by and, you know, songs we listened to and groups we liked.
You live in 80s.
Well, I was born in 60s, Callum, so
Oh, he does.
I was just in my prime. I were in my prime in 70s and 80s. You see, you've got to imagine, right, that I was 7 when your dad was born. No. I were 11. No, I were 9. Sorry. Oh, oobla-dee, oobla-da.
Was that first song I listened to?
It says the earliest song that sticks in my mind was oobla-dee, oobla. I bet you've never even heard of that,
No,
Callum?
No, listen to that, Baba. Well,
Yeah.
I do listen to some, but not that.
But the thing is, you know, I reckon Wakey's telling Porky's his first single was Grandma I Love You by St. Winifred's. Yes, please.
Who wants a cup of milkshake?
Don't use up milk a bit more.
It's all right, Ian. Now, this is Ian's forte. We're talking about old groups, old songs, you know. Come on, own up, Wakey. We will have to meet up dressed as our favourite pop star. Okay.
How's Gordo going to go out dressing like Kylie? Not getting there first.
But you see, we've got his own DJ in the house. I bet he knows what we're talking about when we talk about songs. And Tracy says, yes, please, Chris, no sugar.
Oh, look, you.
Oh, we're send it over by drone.
Oh, look, you fell asleep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we're talking about, you know, Shawaddy Waddy and Maud and Slade and Shaking Stevens.
Rubbish songs.
It's put, I'm only 32. How old do you think I am? Then you're going to say I'm a DJ next. Well, you sort of are. Not at the moment, but you are.
I thought you were younger.
But Ian knows my taste in music. Tell everybody, Ian, what my favourite music is. Ian knows my favourite music.
80s and 70s.
Sorry, I don't have any 8-inch platform boots. It says, I'm not sure if I could pull off the Madonna pointed bra, my lady travels. No, he knows it's not R&B. I a frugal farmer, says the neighbours are complaining, please hold. Yes, it is. Even Ian knows my favourite music. Yeah, I've been telling everybody, Ian, Motown and out type of rock and roll, anything to do with that.
Gordon's being Jill Creek chat.
Yeah,
it is.
But You see, I'd have to have a think about it, you know. I mean, my favourite music is Motown. So what could I dress up as? I could probably pull Bay City Roller look off, or even Shawaddy Waddy look off. Yeah, can't beat it, Ian. You're right there. A bit of Northern Soul and Motown, yeah.
I think I'm getting up at 7 tomorrow.
So
You on college?
it's here, Frugal.
Yeah, look. How do?
He's making a coffee. So I bought what? Oh, it's a sound system. Put it on backwards, Gordo. That should help. You could dress up as a Jackson 5. Yeah. Frugal Farmer says he likes old Motown, so I'm not on my own.
Motown's cool.
So
Actually, come on, yeah, you're way behind.
No, that's like 20 seconds behind on me.
But yeah, you know, Bay City Rollers, Shawaddy Waddy, Mud, Slade. Yeah. And even now, to this day, when Christmas songs start coming on, I still love to hear, you know, Wizard. I said earlier on, like Chris's Into Rock and, you know, and all that, Status Quo, Pink Floyd, Led Zeppelin, you know what I mean?
You don't live in 80s.
Uptown Girl, all that were, yeah, I forgot his name now. But yeah, you know what I mean? It's you can't beat it. You can stick your music, what today's sort of music, you know, give me old Motown, you know, give me old Motown, rock and roll, Elvis, you know, Bay City Rollers, Shawaddy Waddy, any day at week, you know what I mean?
I know. That's what they all say, Lucy.
Yes. Gordo says last person I saw live was Toya. And he had his picture taken with her. Yeah, I agree there, Dennis. Hello. Yeah. Now that is one sort of, but that's not heavy rock. That's sort of more of a soft rock, isn't it? Hello.
Correct, Dennis. Totally agree.
Mom.
Today's music is pants.
I've just said that.
Your music's
you know, I agree. You know, and yeah, I used to love ELO.
Your music pants.
But it weren't sort of. It were more of a soft rock. It were, but the clue is in the name, Electric Light Orchestra, and it were an orchestra, not yeah. You know,
oh, you look at that airing.
I know I had a blast around my ankles, Callum.
Yeah.
I've got some OMD. Oh yes, now you're talking, boy.
Elvis, yeah, I said that one as well, Tracy.
Thank you very
You can't. This is no word of a lie. When Elvis died, I sat and cried all day.
A tree? What's it all about?
Ah.
Are you smoking that funny stuff again?
What? Weed.
But yeah, you know it ELO. It weren't actually a band. It were an orchestra. But yeah, and Jeff Lynne. Oh,
Who?
What a master he was.
Who?
Yes. Yeah.
Mom, who?
Jeff Lynne. He was the leader of the Electric Light Orchestra.
Never heard of it.
When Elvis died, I was hoping he wiped. Probably. He wiped? What?
But I were only a kid at school, Ian. You know, when Elvis died, you know what I mean? And, you know, you've enjoyed his music for that long. I did. I cried. I have no idea, Gordo, what was the first video ever played on MTV.
Google it. YouTube it.
See it morning, Callum.
Google little
He died on
YouTube
the
it.
pod, Chris. Oh, there you go. There. I didn't know where he died.
The best. Buggles. Ooh, I can remember that one and all. Ooh, video killed the radio star.
All coming out
Yeah.
there.
But I mean, it's like Bangles and things like that. I mean, that's sort of coming a bit closer to end of 80s and 90s. But, you know.
Holding a deep fried peanut butter and banana.
Yeah.
Oh, now that's what he calls music. Yeah.
What were you on? About 120?
Now that's what I call 600.
But they always bring, and now that's what I call Christmas art. Same thing every year.
Yeah, just jumble up in a different order.
That's what I call music 20.
Yeah, and then Ian says, Dennis, I've got Every Now album. Do you really want to tone up to that, Ian? He says, I've got Every Now album. I says, do you really want to own up to that?
He's a DJ, he's got to.
Yeah, I says it were either sort of mid-80s, early 90s. It says Bangles were mid-80s.
What it wonders.
Yeah.
Good song.
Oh, Belinda Carlisle. She were another one and all, weren't she?
Yeah.
Chris had got a crush on her as well, Belinda Carlisle. I think he's...
I wanted to do more than Snogger, Callum.
Yeah. So, yeah, I think he's got a thing for ginger-haired people, to be quite honest with you.
Not wrong with ginger.
Because originally I was ginger, you see. So, yeah. But, yeah, he had a massive crush on Belinda Carlisle. And he even admitted it to me when we first met.
Mom, did you used to be ginger?
Yes.
She's already said that.
Did you have a soul?
What soul? What are you on about? Soul?
Gingers have souls.
Oh, dear.
What?
But yeah, you know, we're talking like... Hi, Richard. He says, I'm surrounded by gingers in my house. Oh, dear. Just to prove it, I don't know whether Dennis has seen this or not.
What?
No, it's in here somewhere. I got that pic. Oh, I found a stamp.
Yeah, well, the Go-Go's. That was the first band.
Yes.
Failed.
Who was that did
What?
Flintstone? B-52s, that were it.
Yeah.
That were another. They another one-hit wonders as well. B-52s.
Every single word of that song and all.
Love Shack. So just to prove a point that I was ginger, I'm going to show you a picture now, and I were about 13. So that were me, and that's my sister, obviously, but I were about 13 there.
Christmas, Elton John or George Michael singing Careless Whisper.
So yeah, just to prove, and the ginger one's me, obviously. Wakey says, I was surrounded by gingers, but I dunked my last one a few minutes ago. So, only on a Saturday night. So, yeah, so I'm the ginger one. So I just wanted to prove a point that I was actually ginger in my younger days. So same as Chris says, there's no wrong with being a ginger. So but yeah, he and it's only one. It's only one I know that used to go to grab a granny night at Roxy.
Hey, don't always grab a granny.
Hey, I've seen Elton John live in.
Hey, finally.
Hey, Bella. He's getting a bit saucy now, is Dennis.
Oh, what's it say now?
There's another way you can prove that you're ginger. I know there is, but I'm not gonna, Dennis. Yeah, I'm just showing everybody my picture, Bella, and my ginger days. I were about 13 there. Even fish in the pond are ginger coloured. I think Richard's having a ginger meltdown myself. So yes, I get what Dennis is referring to, but no. And Bella says, I saw Queen at Wembley, so there. I've seen Waddy Waddy about 15 times, Bella. Hey, I've got a question for you, Dennis.
No.
Right. How do you know I might have a Brazilian or something? Just saying. Bella, but that's showing your age. So yeah, you know, I might be El Commando, you never know. Oh dear. I saw Queen at Ellen Road. Didn't have to go all that far. I can tell you what she's got, Dennis. Chris would have some pictures. Oh dear. What sort of woman do you think I am, Dennis? I don't do them sort of pictures. So yeah. You know. Trust you. God, don't say. I just farted and Mrs. G's moaning it stinks. To be fair, she's upstairs and I'm downstairs, so it must be bad. Who's a liar?
There's only 6 going to follow. So Queen.
Oh dear. Oh dear. We've had a laugh. So, well, just put it this way, to be more than his life's worth to get camera out. Ian says, on that, no time off. Oh dear. Oh dear. But yeah. But yeah, you know, I've had my hair all colours under the sun. I've been blonde. I've been, well, obviously ginger, black, brown. See you later, Ian. But I mean, I'll let you into a secret. Even Chris had his hair dyed blonde once. So, but it did look a bit of a, how can I put it politely?
What?
No, can you remember when I dyed your hair blonde?
crikey.
Well, what happened with your videos today, Chris? I was totally confused. He was trying OBS out, Bella. He did go live this afternoon, but then he did another test when he were sort of fine
It was
tuning.
supposed to be private, but it wasn't, but it is now.
Did you have a Mohican in 1976? Who, Chris or me? No, I didn't.
No, we're only 5.
Oh,
Kate is it?
hiya, Kate. How are you? It's all right. We're talking about when we were younger. Kate's probably youngest one in here now. Yeah. No, I didn't go through a Mohican stage. No. And Richard said I had blonde streaks when I was 18. Oh dear. So yeah, I mean, I don't know how it come about, but Chris wanted his hair dyeing blonde. He looked a right plonker, let's just say.
Did it too blonde?
Yeah, it were right blonde. Yeah. Callum's doing all right. He's 18 on Sunday, Kate. I can just imagine. God, how we're Kevin Keegan Pay. How old was I when I got my tongue pierced? Callum were a baby. That's how long I've had it done. And he's 18 on Sunday. So that's how long I've had it done. Yeah, he's 18 on his, he's coming of age on Sunday. So yeah, I was, yeah, he's been at college 2 years now. So yeah. Chris is on about going live on Sunday, about 9 o'clock on OBS to, no, it's changed his course now. He's doing ICT. He was struggling a bit with the catering and hospitality, Kate. So yeah, Chris is getting him a bit rapsters on Sunday. I'm laughing at God. It was the fashion. I look like one of those dodgy scarsers off Harry Enfield. Oh, but yeah, I tongue pierce, never too much pain. Thing is, Bella, I've never had a problem with mine. The only problem I've had with mine is, when I've had an operation, I've had to take it out. So I haven't been able to put it in for a few days after, and it's a bit dodgy trying to put it in. But yeah, I've had my tongue pierced. I think Callum were only a baby, so near enough 18 years. I wore denim everything. I can remember wedges and bell bottoms and my first pair of high heels. I wore them and they didn't half blister my feet, but I refused to take them off because it was my first pair of high heels. Hot pants. Yeah, them and all, Bella. But yeah, bell bottoms, like great big thick wedge shoes, and you see Kate showing her age now because we aren't at Spice Girls and whatever. It's got a hole in it.
Yeah, bang.
Oh. Just picture remember his first high heels. But yeah, I thought, I don't know, probably my mum had said to me, you know, and she bought me this outfit, you know, posh outfit, and I thought, well, you've got to have high heels to go with outfit. But yeah, I was so stubborn, and I won't take them off, and yeah, I got blisters galore on me. What?
High heels.
Oh.
There we go.
Can anybody remember the Carling Black Lake? I can't actually.
I was playing a lot of Playboy stuff, Mum said it.
I wasn't allowed Playboy stuff. But yeah. But yeah, that's probably why I've got bad feet now, because I refuse to take these high heels off. You know what you like? I think I'm about 15 or something like that, and you know, I kept saying, "No, I'm all right. No, I'm all right," and I still refuse to take them off. So you know, but 5-button waistband trousers with side pockets. They were great for carrying school books. Went great with snorkel pock. Yeah, and even oh yeah, I can remember that. Yeah, where he went into laundrette to wash his jeans.
Oh, that one.
Yeah.
What?
But yeah, I can remember them waking with big high waistbands and everything. Oh dear, them were the days. Bell bottoms. Oh dear. But you know what I mean? Funny thing is, it's like everything nowadays. What were fashionable in our day, sooner or later they bring them back at some point. You know what I mean? Oh, Heartbeat was on TV after school alongside CITV and Brookside.
Oh, watch Brookside.
Not me.
No.
A pair of Beetle Crusher wedges. I bet he drinks Carling Black Label. No, he doesn't. He don't wash his underpants. But you know, it's
Do they shake them back? Put the pressures back.
Oh, we've got a soundtrack here.
Grey J, don't rob a Grey Jill.
Yeah. Well, we've got a constant reminder. We've got Tucker over there.
Yeah.
That's one thing I never used to watch, Grangeville.
Oh, I loved it.
Aye. They peel them with their metal knives. I think he's on about Smash advert. What?
Do you remember that single, will you?
No.
They did a series where they were on drugs and whatnot.
Oh, no, I don't.
Just saying now, they released a single.
I thought, what?
Like top 5 or something.
What's he on about? Bella says nowadays I shake when I vac dust or wash pots. Oh dear. I thought Chris was losing his marbles. What you say, he has, he's already lost them.
Just say no with Zammo.
Yeah. I thought
what about?
I was going to say, I wondered who Zammo were. I never even heard of him.
Oh, they've not lived unless you watch Grey Jill. Hey, what's that one there? Summer Butchers.
Hi, wipe arses, clean crayon off wall and cry in the shower for the body I can't seem to get back. That's the advert.
Garlic back label. There we go. Moderate advert.
Wakey says, watch Blue Peter just for Leslie Judd, though Sarah Green was a little kinkier a few years later. Vim is cardboard tube or Ajax. Oh, Vim, I can remember that. But yeah. Nah, you don't have no like you know, it's all creams and mousses and things like that, you know. I mean, Vim, that's sort of, you know, when you clean bog or wash basin or your sink or whatever, Vim, God, that's Isol loo roll. We're only on about that other week, Bella. We used to have that in school, and it were a killer, that. But because I actually got it up on my phone, they actually still do it. Oh dear. License off, not. No. That were what skids are made for. Does anyone ever remember the 90s school bags that were See, the thing is, Kay, I'd left school then, so no. Yeah, I was working then. So, Ajax, a much better name than Sif. Sounds more like a sexually transmitted disease, lol. But here's the thing, that it's like everything else. Like Snickers, what did they used to be? Marathon. You know, they keep renaming things, you know, and you know why rename it? It were perfectly good as it were. You know what I mean? What were another one that they renamed? I'm trying to think what else they renamed. I can't remember. I remember wanting one so bad. I finally got a blue one, and my brother said to me, "Mum, that can't be practical," and then squeezed it and it went bang. I went to school for an entire year with a deflated bag. I'd have crucified him if that had been me.
Oh dear.
I'd have made him buy me another one. But you know, it's sort of, you know, it's like when we go back to good old days, you know, music, television programs. Oh dear, Trush Bella. Who remembers Tiny Tears, who cried and peed? I put gravy in her bottle so she pooed. Oh dear. So it'll brown when it come out other end. Tippy Tumbles was just weird. I think that were Tiny Tears as well. Kate says, which doll had the food pot and spoon, and when you put it, she actually ate it. You would, Bella. That's good out. Oh dear. But yeah, you know, I mean, it's things are so different now. You know what I mean? I got all excited. I mean, this is, you know, I'm showing my age again. I got all excited one year And me and my sister got scooters with these tassel things coming out at handlebars. I'm not talking about these newfangled scooters that they have nowadays. It were a proper old-fashioned scooter. And it was, you know, we thought it were bee's knees that we got one of these scooters for Christmas. But the only thing is, me and my sister were absolutely petrified, because you know what you like on Christmas morning, you're all excited. We woke up made by Raleigh. They might have been Wacky, but me and my sister used to share a double bed. And my dad had actually been in, or my mum, and put these scooters at end at bed, right? So it were a two-wheeler. So you can imagine, I can't remember how old we were, probably about 7, 8, you know. So we wakes up, it's still dark, and all we can see is these two things that end at bed with like tassels coming from it. And we thought it were two people stood at, or two aliens stood at end at bed. Did your chopper bike have a flag? No, mine was just like a normal chopper bike. You know, it didn't have any whistles and bells on it. You know what I mean? The kids had BMX bike. But yeah, you know, I could still remember that to this day. Me and my sister were absolutely petrified, because they'd leaned them both against end at bed. And you can imagine when you're a young kid waking up and it's like a thing with some tassels dangling down. We thought aliens were at bottom at bed. We're absolutely petrified to get out of bed. I had a chopper. Wakey says, I had a BSA Javelin 5-speed racing bike. Oh, you see, mine were just like, I think it were orange one, my chopper. But it didn't have no fancy on it. It was just a chopper. So yeah, you know. You're a 5-speed, but it only went one. Oh dear, Bella says I still can't ride a bike or swim. Oh dear. Now that's one thing that I can swim, Bella. It were a case of having to. I mean, my dad were ruthless. When I were about 5 years old, his idea of learning you to swim would just chuck you in deep end. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So it were a case of learning to swim. And by the time I'd started school and we're in class 2, I'd got my first certificate. Yeah. That's a good male quote. Always wanted a chopper, met a woman and realised I had one all along. Yeah, I can remember putting tape, so it like clattered when you were riding your bike. I'm laughing at my lady. She says I had a penny farthing. It's like, you know what I say to Bella, my lady? You're old, but you're not that old. Oh dear. Hi, Vanessa, how are you? But yeah, that's basically how my dad taught us to swim. Just chucked in deep end and, you know, you either sink or swim either. There was always that one kid that always had everything. I think you're right there, Gordo. But yeah, I can remember putting like pieces of tape on spokes. So like when you were riding it, it used to clatter. Depends on how fast your feet can go, Pixie. Hello, it's Charlie Chapman. He wants his bike back. Oh dear. But yeah, you know, I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, we were sort of what you'd class as middle class growing up. You know, we didn't have, you know, mega money, but my dad worked hard and we, you know, we had nice, well, you know, you only rode it downhill and caught bus back. But yeah, my recumbent trike is fast enough for me. Yeah, we on about like childhood and everything, Vanessa. You know, we sort of reminiscing about his childhood and, you know, when days gone by. We started off on about that must have been a long while ago. Bus was only 2p back in the day. But yeah, you know what I mean? It's we weren't sort of, you know, born with a silver spoon in his mouth. We were what I'd class as middle class.
Evil can evil somebody. I one of them.
Oh yeah, I bought that on my birthday in 2007. But and Bella's going on about there's always, you know, that one person in class that's got everything. Yeah, there is, Gordo. We had one in our class who always had the best new bikes. We got sick of it and superglued his seat just before the bell went. But I don't care, you know, who you are or what part of country you live in, Bella. There's always that one kid that, you know, had come to school in best trainers and best this and best that. I had holes in my shoes with cardboard when it rained. Yeah, exactly. But the thing is, you know, we were saying, you know what I mean, because there were three of us, and my dad didn't earn massive amounts of money. Took me a summer working tobacco to buy my first 10-speed. But this is it, you know, it's like, you know, we weren't destitute, but we weren't well off either, you know what I mean? And you know, my dad always used to say to us, you can have like one big present at Christmas and then like rest's got to be like stocking fillers, you know what I mean? You're allowed one. Wakey says you should have rubbed Vaseline on the cardboard first. Gave you a few minutes extra, my lady. But I don't know about you lot, but I mean, back in the day, winters were winters, you know, and no matter what, you had to go to school, whether it was 6 foot, 10 foot or whatever, in snow. Oh, Mum, we're in a factory. I left school on Friday and I was starting work on Monday. So yeah, I've always done like I've always been a machinist, you know what I mean? All 6 of us learned bicycling through trial by fire on my oldest sister's toaster brake bike. Those brakes were broken. But you see, this is what I'm saying. I've just said, Vanessa, when my dad taught me to swim, he just took me in deep end and it rather sink or swim. You know what I mean? That's how I learned to swim. You know, no faffing about and, you know, posh lessons. You know, you either learnt to swim or laughing at Gordo. My mum bought me a ventriloquist dummy one year. It scared the crap out of me. It looked like a mad Scotsman with ginger hair. But yeah, you know, I mean, it's this is, I remember that Gordo there was a Frankenstein one too. But you see, I mean, me and my sister were wussers. We thought these 2 scooters were aliens or something, you know what I mean? We didn't get out of bed. We're there with covers up over his faces. Oh, Vanessa were digging ditches. First jobs were paper route with oldest brother, cleaning yards and digging ditches. There you go. But the thing is, it's like everything. You always remember your first concert, your first job. Our dolls were plastic with no shape, bit like them ones Del and Rodney had. I can remember that. I peed my pants watching that, Bella. And all you could hear out coming out at back were and they were going down. Oh dear. But it's like everything else, you know. I mean, obviously jobs are better paid nowadays than they were back in the day, but milk round at 14, up at 4:30, 6 days a week before school. Oh dear. But this is it, you know what I mean? It's you know, you see, when I was that age, hiya George, how are you? What have I missed? Well, George is youngest in here now. We're just talking about his taste in music, old type of like Motown, rock and roll and everything. And then we've gone on to like his first bike, his first single that we ever bought. And, you know, lived in a shoebox at the end of the road. We were lucky. But we always cleaned lawns for neighbours, ran paper route for about 100 homes with our wagons. Bless. But when I got to a certain age, I wanted to do a paper round. But we're being girls, my dad didn't want us sort of going up early hours at morning, being out on his own, etc. I mean, even in them days, you know what I mean? Yeah, sort of when my elder lads, you know, I'll let them, you know, I don't know. Is it just because I were a girl or whatever? But my dad won't let me do one. But I've always instilled into all my boys, you know, once you've got a paper round or whatever, it gives you that little bit of independent. Oh, first single that Bella bought, we heard it through the grapevine. Classic Bella, that one. Oh, you pulp wagon for them, and they delivered the papers then. So, oh, it's that time already. It's 11:05. What I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to shut it down. I will see you all on Friday evening, as per usual. It's been a blast tonight. I've loved hearing all your stories, having a laugh, you know, and hearing, you know, your favourite bands and, you know. So thank you very much for everybody that's been in or come in. And I'll see you on the next one. Bye.
See you later, alligators. Running down, looking at the side, got to be burning, take me a bar shopping in new car.